There's hard not to like anything about Corey's performance. He's the most probably bought-in player I've ever coached as a player or assistant, and he's probably the toughest dude I've ever met. Our team follows his lead, and, you know, he was taking it to those guys all night. And the cool thing about Corey is he's so versatile. Like, so he drove the heck out of the ball down Ohio State and down Purdue and got to the basket, out to the basket, out to the basket. Well, first half he was 2 of 8. He had 4 points. I don't even get an assist. And we told him, I said, Corey, they're collapsing on you, man. They're not even respecting your shot. You're going to have to change your game in the second half. And he was able just to, okay, I'm going to start catching and shooting. Or I'm going to drive to get other guys open. He gets 2 assists second half. He scores 17 points in the second half. So a guy that can just turn it off and on like that, number one, shows that he's coachable. Number two, that he has an incredibly high IQ.
It came down to the final wire, trailed by 5 late. What was your message to the team in that final timeout?
You know, the thing is, I thought that the guys had been playing extremely hard. We made some adjustments, you know, and it was our first time as a team that late in game being in situational basketball and having to execute down the stretch. And I thought aside from just a couple things here or there, we did a really, really good job. But those 1 or 2 mishaps, and granted it's the first time some of those guys have been in that situation in this environment, those 1 or 2 mishaps equate to a larger issue, and ultimately we didn't get the win. But being us down the stretch, taking great shots, reminding them what we were doing defensively, and on the whole, I thought our guys did great. I have no issues with how our guys played. I mean, how could I? I'm so proud of them, especially 3 games in 5 days, going up against 2 Big Ten and Big East. I don't think there's going to be a team in college basketball. I'd be interested to see the stat at the end of the year. A team in college basketball that played an RPI what we played over a 5-day period. There might not be, if you really think about it. All right? High major schools do not play 3 games in 5 days in the regular season what we did today, so I'm really proud of them.
A nice little homecoming for you today. What were your emotions going into this game and coaching throughout?
Oh, yeah, well, I always have high emotions coming in Butler just because of everything that I've gone through being here. So anytime I get to walk into Hinkle, step on the court, meet fans, meet older fans that was around here when I come, it's just a great experience. So every time I walk in here, I enjoy it. They embrace me with love every time. So it's just a special place, and me and my family are so thankful for everything that this community has done for me.
Coach, you mentioned 3 games in 5 days. Was there anything from a preparation standpoint or a minute standpoint that you altered just to try to keep guys from getting too burnt out over that stretch?
Yeah, so we had to. I mean, every day it felt like Coach Jones did a heck of a job, especially on Purdue and Butler, helping with substitutions. We just had to script out the first 10 minutes of each half, last 2 games, just to make us ready. And we were real creative about getting guys in and out right before media. Like, you know, at 12:20 on the clock, media is coming, so they can get that extended break. And that was a really, really good job by Coach recognizing where we could do that. We tried to pigeonhole guys and say, hey, you know, Sean Peters, you're going to be Corey Miller sub. You stay ready. So guys just knew mentally they were going in for so-and-so. But we had to, especially because not only did we play 3 in 5 days, we had 2 guys who started every game for us last year, Eli Montgomery and Jesse Bingham, out tonight. So we were down guys with significant playing time. So not only did we have to manage our rotations, we had to find ways to put our newcomers or young guys in situations for success. And I'm really proud of those guys. I think we got a chance to see what we're working with some of our young guys.
11 offensive rebounds, 15 second chance points. Was that something you felt you could exploit, or was it just something that kind of developed as the game progressed?
It wasn't one of those things that we thought we could exploit Butler on. It was an area of emphasis that I didn't think we did a great job of crashing the offensive glass in our previous 2 games. So we just it was more of a self-scout, hey, this is where we can be better at, and I thought we did a good job with it.
Like you said earlier, having 2 Big Ten teams and 1 Big East team, transition games for the season, how is that going to prepare your team for the
You know, I'd like to think that we're not going to face anything harder than what we went up this week. I sure as hope so. If we do, man, our league's pretty dang good. But I think that's the main thing is pose a challenge for your guys, both mentally and physically, over the course of a week. And now I think they can look themselves in the mirror. If you think about it, you know, the first 15 minutes of Ohio State was pretty good. We kind of wavered the second half. You know, the first 35 minutes against Purdue was good. You know, it was a 10-point game the whole game. And then this is a dogfight for the, no pun intended, with the Greyhounds and the Bulldogs, a dogfight for the whole 40 minutes. So the fact that we were able to do that and get better from game to game, I think they can look themselves in the mirror now and confident and say that, hey, there's nothing we can't handle as a group.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having us.
Good head back, Rose. Yes, sir. Thank you. Good luck. Good for you, Rose. Thank you.
All right, we'll have Coach do a quick opening statement, and then we'll take whatever questions you have.
Yeah, it was. I told a bunch of our guys before the game started, as they were coming off the court, and Coach Rags and Jay Shunar, who's not new, but seeing Hinkle with people in it on a Friday night, there's nothing like Hinkle on a Friday night. So it was good. I thought a good turnout. Obviously, a lot of our students were there, so that was great to see. So there was some energy in the building, which tells you that people are excited about this year, and as are we. So I thought it was a good test for us. We knew that watching their film coming in. I know they played last night at Purdue, but got a really good coaching staff over there with Coach. Obviously, one of our own, Roosevelt Jones, is there, so it was good to see him on the sidelines. And as much as we'd like to see him in the Butler jersey again, but we knew they were going to be pretty physical. It would be a little different game than Tiffin. It was a lot faster pace and shooting a lot of threes. This team's more downhill and had a post-up guy. So we knew that coming in, and thought it was going to test us, which it did. And then first half, it was, the paint. Did a better job in the second half, and now but couldn't keep. They got to the foul line too much. So being able to be physical without fouling, I thought we got them down to 33%, and we challenged better and contested better. But couldn't, them getting to the foul line. So we'll go back, watch the film, improve. This team's getting better together. It was good to have Chuck back out there. And, just kind of see some of the young guys still progress and make their improvements. So I'll be back to the drawing board tomorrow once we watch the film. Yeah, it was just a cramp. Yep, so he'll be fine. Yeah, he just caught a cramp in the second half late there, so he'll be okay.
Bryce, you had a pretty strong performance on defense tonight. How do you plan on continuing that throughout the season?
Yeah, I think last game they had my number a little bit, so I wanted to come out here and just prove myself and prove to myself and my teammates that I still got on defense and just bring that intensity.
Chuck, how'd it feel to be back out there?
It felt great just to be able to play with my teammates again in front of a sold-out Hinkle. It was a great feeling just to be back on the court, honestly. So I felt great out there.
Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, those guys are getting there. Ty's getting himself back to go health-wise, and so we'll see. Should be soon. He's feeling a lot better each day. And then there's a process to all the other. You got young guys that pick things up at a different rate, and so being able to earn your way out there is a process to it. So it was good to see Jaden and see Moss. Some of those guys that are learning and have earned their opportunity. Do a good job with it. They've still made some mistakes, and it's a part of it. But they're all growing, so soon we'll see. Obviously, with Ty, it's a health thing.
Coach, with AFC, Al looked like Simas was running the point primarily. Is that to keep Chuck off the ball and allow him to have more opportunities to score without being the primary ball handler?
Yeah, we've kind of over the course of the practice season, obviously Chuck did a lot of it last year. I think we got a number of capable guys, Jaden also, that could do it. Simas really sees the game well, does a good job. He's learning on the run here how to organize the floor and organize the court. But he can really pass the basketball, and there'll be times where Chuck will do it, but we want him to stay aggressive. As he did tonight, and keep him off. And we had 3 ball handlers out there at times, and obviously Bryce Enzi gives us a versatile ball handler when they're pressing like they were. So I love the skill level of the group, the combinations that we can do, that we can play together. But Simas has really grown, and it's kind of a big point guard, the way he sees the game, the way he plays the game. Well, I thought, again, the second half, I thought outside of, we put him on the foul line too much, but we did a better job of plugging gaps and recovering and getting there. We had some communication breakdowns. They did a good job of slipping out of screens and things like that. But I did think Bryce brought a great energy to the table, told the team that kind of in the moment, like if we got to get more guys playing at the level that Enzi's playing at right now, and Yeah, I thought Simas made some adjustments, and so did Chuck. As a unit, Christian David came in and gave us a boost defensively, just with his versatility. So there was a number of good things that we saw, especially to be able to adjust in the second half.
Anything else? All right. See you Tuesday night.
Good. Thanks. See you Tuesday.